Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you ever wonder what it feels like to have two high-end monitors fused into one massive gaming beast, you're in for a treat. Today we're diving deep into the Samsung 49-inch Odyssey Neo G9 series G95NA. Yeah, a mouthful. It's a curved ultra-wide quantum mini LED monitor that's built to dominate your gaming setup and make your productivity skyrocket. Well, let's see what this monster can really do. This is a 49-inch super ultra-wide monitor with a 32:9 aspect ratio and a resolution of 5120 by 1440 pixels. Basically, it's like having two 27-inch QHD monitors without a bezel gap. The 1000R curvature wraps the display around your field of vision, creating total immersion. It's not just big, it's bright. The Neo G9 Quantum Mini LED backlighting with around 2048 local dimming zones, delivering deep blacks, bright highlights, and jaw-dropping HDR 2000 visuals. Whether you're exploring dark caves in a fantasy RPG or editing high contrast footage, this panel delivers jaw-dropping detail. Performance-wise, this is an absolute powerhouse. You get a 240Hz refresh rate with a 1 millisecond response time for buttery smooth gameplay. It supports variable refresh rate with AMD FreeSync Premium Pro and HDMI Forum VRR, so screen tearing and stutter are virtually gone. The input lag is extremely low, which makes a real difference in competitive shooters, racing sims, and esports titles. Just be aware. To push this monitor to its full potential, you'll need a high-end GPU with DisplayPort 2.1 or HDMI 2.1 support. So how does all this power translate to real games? In Fortnite, the 32:9 aspect ratio lets you see far more of the battlefield at once, perfect for spotting enemies trying to flank you. The high refresh rate means every shotgun flick and sniper shot feels incredibly responsive, and the vibrant colors make environments pop in a way you just don't get on standard monitors. Switch over to Call of Duty Warzone, and the Neo G9's ultra-wide field of view becomes a serious competitive advantage. You can track opponents across your peripheral visions without constantly spinning the camera. Combined with the 1ms response time, you can win those split-second gunfights that decide a match. And in Elden Ring, the immersion is next level. The 1000R curve makes it feel like you're physically standing inside the lands between. The HDR 2000 highlights illuminate glowing archery vistas, while deep local dimming blacks make dark dungeons feel hauntingly real. It's cinematic gaming at its finest. Personally, I use and have used this monitor to not only do schoolwork, multitask while doing schoolwork, working from home, and watching videos on the side. You can have so many tabs open, so many pages actually open side by side, and be able to see everything perfectly due to its massive size. While it's marketed as a gaming monitor, the Neo G9 is a multitasking dream. You can have a game running on one half of the screen, a live stream chat or editing timeline on the other, and still have room to spare. Video editors, stock traders, and content creators, this is like having a digital command center right in front of you. And compared to OLED monitors, you get near OLED black levels without worrying about burn-in, plus sharper text for everyday productivity. Cons. It's huge. You'll need a lot of desk space. Premium price, one of the most expensive gaming monitors out there. VRR flicker at certain refresh rates. Some blooming around bright objects in dark scenes. Requires a top tier GPU to unlock the full potential. Now personally, I've used this again for gaming, for work, for school, for a lot of things, video editing. Although it's meant to be a gaming monitor, personally, it's a little bit too wide for my taste. It's a 49-inch screen, but I feel that maybe a 34-inch screen is where it's at. And by that, I'm only focusing on competitive games. Now, if you're trying to use this for RPG games like Elden Ring, Skyrim, The Witcher 3, and so forth, then this is a perfect monitor for you, as the immersion will feel that much better. So just keep that in mind. I currently have two monitors, one that's 34-inch, which I use specifically for gaming, and competitive games. And then I also use, of course, this monitor, the ultra wide monitor, for everything I mentioned before: school, work, and RPG type video games. And I feel like I have the best of both worlds. If you can get both, then sure, go for it. If you can't, then really decide what it is that you play the most or how you would like to proceed. I also want to point out that unfortunately not all games will be able to be played in the full widescreen mode, and you'll actually see black bars on the side. This can take away from the immersion, of course, and if you think about it, you might not need a monitor this big then if you're focusing only on gaming and there's specific games that you want to play which are not able to be played in widescreen. So keep that in mind. But there are other games that can fully be played in widescreen mode. You'll definitely feel the immersion and the difference having such a wide screen. However, during some cutscenes you might notice that the black bars on the side show up, so that might take away from the immersion. So yeah, keep that in mind. Is the Samsung Odyssey Neo G9 G95NA worth it? If you want the ultimate in immersive gaming and multitasking, and you got the desk space, the GPU, and the budget, absolutely. Whether you're cranking out builds in Fortnite, blocking down kills in Warzone, or losing yourself in the beauty of Elden Ring, this monitor delivers an experience few others can match. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe for more in-depth tech reviews, and let me know in the comments, what game would you want to see on a screen this massive? Also check out the description box so you can learn more about the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.